What up, my pretty YouTubers? Thank you so much for clicking on today's episode. I appreciate it. And we're doing the exoskeleton suit versus the automatons. All right. And real quick, here's the loadout I recommend. Recommend bringing the Eagle Airstrike. Recommend bringing your shield generator backpack. Any type of rifle you feel comfortable with, and of course the exoskeleton suit. Hopping right into this bad boy, don't forget, guys, when you're doing these type of missions, especially like the search and destroys, I recommend calling your exosuit closest to the base or any type of enemies you need eliminated, because your drop shop will destroy them pretty easily. I called in my exosuit next to this base, and my drop ship destroyed their drop ship. So hey, what do you know? Tit for tat. And jumping right into this, I wanted to do this deep dive. It took me a while to come out with this video versus the automatons, because it took me a while to kind of like get used to fighting these guys using the exosuit. Your hitbox has like quadrupled in sizes, making you an extremely easy target to hit when it comes across every single automaton, which makes using this exosuit almost like not worth it in my opinion. I'm slowing this clip down to you because I want to show what your gun is doing when it's trying to lock on to certain targets when you're fighting the automatons. Especially the troopers. The troopers have the smallest hitbox, and so your gun, when it's locking on, it goes crazy and it doesn't know what to lock on to. So timing is key. Timing is super key, especially when you're coming across the smaller automatons. The troopers, you want to use the burst spray technique, but you want to do it to the point where you're actually locking on to each robot while you're hitting your trigger. So it's kind of hard to do, but with a lot of practice you can get it done. Let's move it on to blowing up buildings, what I thought this thing would be perfect for. This thing doesn't even blow up buildings, so like what the hell are we even bringing this in for when we're fighting the automatons? You're better off using Eagle airstrikes to blow up your buildings. But I guess what you can use this thing for is taking down the drop ships that come in when you're doing those little bit more destroy the automatons to eradicate the automaton forces, those type of missions. I guess you could use this thing for that, but even so, it takes 2 rockets to take a drop ship down, and when you're on higher difficulty settings, multiple dropships come in at once, so you could barely take down 1 dropship at a time when you literally have, just like in this clip, 3 coming in at once. So not the best option, man, which just breaks my heart because I love this exosuit. Maybe in the next update we will be able to have the 3 different variants and it'll be a lot better. But let's dive right into it, starting off with the troopers, like how we always do. The troopers have the weirdest hitbox and give your little tiny circle that you're shooting through just the craziest. It goes crazy, it goes haywire. So you want to go a little bit, keep your distance closer when you're fighting the troopers, and you want to be careful with the rockets. The troopers that have the rockets can blow you up within 2 rockets. It is insane and it's so annoying. The Devastator from ranges, your gun doesn't do anything. You want to save your rockets and use your ammo. The Devastator with the rocket mounts, it can blow you up in seconds. It's fucking so annoying. I got so like livid when I was making this video because I kept getting blown up with my exosuit, and you only get to call it in 2 times. So I had to make this video like a shit ton of times in order to get like the clips I wanted. Fighting the berserkers, my boy was holding it down over here with like a million berserkers on him, and I had to come through and literally waste about like 300 rounds to get these type of numbers of berserkers off him. This is on the high difficulty settings regardless, but still, the amount of ammo I got to put into these berserkers is insane, and it's not worth it in my opinion. So please be careful. Going on right into the scout striders. These scout striders, when you're shooting against them, have impeccable like armor. Your turret, your gun doesn't do shit. It don't do nothing to these guys, and you're gonna want to use a rocket. You only got 14 rockets, so what are you going to do? Use a rocket for every scout strider? You'll be out of rockets within 5 minutes, man, especially on these higher difficulties. You literally have about 4 to 5 scout striders coming at you in these higher difficulty settings, and when you're using the rockets in your machine gun, it's not viable. It's not viable at all. These Hulks can take you down very easily, especially the 3 different variants that they have. The one that shoots rockets, it shoots you down easily. The one with the flamethrower might be a little bit more difficult and take a little bit longer, but still, it's still kind of hard to use against it. Given the fact that it does only take 2 rockets to take a Hulk out, which is very good. Okay, 2 well-placed rockets while keeping your cover, like how I'm doing, which is very, very important. That's one thing you want to keep in mind when you're using your exosuit in fighting the automatons, is keeping cover and protecting your life. When your shield has run out and you don't have much, you want to use your cover. Fighting the tank, it took 5 rockets to take a tank out, and I was trying to use cover as much as possible. By cover, I mean the mountain that I was hiding behind or ducking behind, as well as fighting a bunch of berserkers. So the exosuit, I hope with the next update that we get with the 3 different variants that come out, or the 2 other different types, that it'll be more viable fighting the automaton. But right now, don't do it. Remember your 3 C's: cover, cover, and more cover when you're fighting against these guys. Remember to get in and out of your exosuit very comfortably to use your stratagems. And remember to just be a boss hog. And I hope you have a great day, a great month, and a great year. My name's Sincere, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Peace and love.